Yeah, it's about that time. You rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman Podcast. Stay tuned.
Phone on the whip with the crystals on the side. Doors flip up, yeah, we call it suicide. Creeping like a spider every time that I ride. Yeah, I smile at my haters just to fuck with their pride. And all so dope that the truth tell a lie. $1 million dreams make a broke nigga high. Dudes get mad when they really say hi. The paint so wet that it make a pussy slide. Some rooftop with the wood grain grip. Ain't even raining, but the paint still drip. I'm not even traveling, but baby, I'm a trip. So she riding up the mountainside just to see the tip. Top of the world, that's what they ain't wanna be. Riding in a battle, adding to my legacy. Crystals on the chrome, yeah, the body so G. I'm a stunt so hard, niggas can't stand me.
What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman Podcast. I had to let my seat down a little bit. Man, I'm your host, one half of the host, Damo Unleash. If you guys are watching right now, if y'all could do us a huge favor, if you could share this live with your network. And the best way I found out to get it out to your network is when you share it, put the @ symbol and highlight, and it'll reach everybody, majority of the people that's in your network. So if y'all can do that for me, that'll be great. But also, we got a call-in number. If you guys want to call in, 615-645-5169. If you guys want to call in and chime in on what we're talking about. And now I'm going to roll out the red carpet to somebody that's a really good friend, like a brother of mine. The floor is yours.
Okay, so teach me, like, when this is over with, if I share it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, when I share, hit add, highlight, and that's it, right?
Yes, on Facebook.
About it. Huh?
Yes, on Facebook, because I don't know how it works as far as like Twitter and everything, but I know when you do it on Facebook, you reach more people directly. So, and that's how we got, man, if you notice, when I sent you that screenshot, you seen all them shares. What I kept doing is, because your was doing more than mine when we first started out, I just started sharing yours. And so actually, in total, we probably reached over 1,000 to 1,500 people. But I know just on your page alone, the last I looked, which was last night when I sent you that text, it was like 524, which was really good because the one you shared on my page was like 60 or something like that, which my network, is not as active as yours. Because I got a lot of people in my page that I don't really know personally. So
well, I know I have like 344 followers and 3,000 and something friends on Facebook. So I don't know how the analytics work. I might have to talk to Malfunction. Maybe he can teach me how to go in and see the analytics, because I don't know how the analytics work on YouTube. I need to go on YouTube and figure out how to look these things up. But yeah, so thanks to everybody who's and thank you for sharing that, Damo. Thanks for everybody who's watching it today. It's Tuesday, the Nashville Caveman. We are here. Later on tonight, we're gonna do the offtopradio.com. So if you're a local artist or you need radio play, holla at me, send me the music at skyblack at sky.blacke. That is sky.blacke at gmail.com. That is at gmail.com. And then when we're done, we will stream it on offtoprecords.net. It's sort of like Tidal, iTunes, Spotify, things like that, so people can download and listen to your music. So that's tonight at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. And then the replay is from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So if you missed the first one, there will be a replay. And usually after that, I kind of let it still play itself a little bit longer for you night owls, the people who work third shift and things like that. And then when we're done, hopefully, you got a music video or you just need to be interviewed, then you go over here to Mr. Damo here. I can't wait to see your interview with Malfunction because he's really, really good. Actually, did he send you a copy of his new video? Did he send you the link to it?
Yes, and I already promoted it. That's what I did. I hit the ad. So me and him already connected. I like not only his music style, his rap style, but man, he got that raspy voice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That I like too, man. So shout out to Malfunction, man. Really cool dude too.
Absolutely. So yeah, so then that, and then hopefully it's right around the corner, man. Male artist of the year, female artist of the year. Cannot wait.
This the female trophy, y'all. So all the females they in the running for that, and the male trophy. We got to get the microphone for y'all. So mic check, man, to all the males.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody that all of them. Actually, starting this week, I'm gonna have a show where I just promote their music, man. Where I just do nothing but promote their music, and push them. So
right. Absolutely.
Yep, man. How's your week been going, man?
It's all right. Saturday I was a swag. I was in a tag match. We took care of business there, and so I'm just resting, man. This week, do what everybody else do: work, cut grass, and get ready for my next match. My next one will be August 31st in Corning, Arkansas. So people that's in Arkansas, Memphis, West Tennessee, North. Oh, is it North Arkansas or Southeast Arkansas? I forgot how we're connected to Arkansas. But if you're around that area, Corning Inhumane Championship Wrestling, Corning, Arkansas. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7. So everybody come and have a good time. How was yours?
Man, it was pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Been getting my suits.
Yeah, I love it, man. You're making me feel bad, brother. Like you is really just dressing up for the part, man.
Man, it's fun. I've been enjoying it. I got another suit coming in today. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Or fantasy football. Are you involved in fantasy football at all?
No, not at all. I don't even know how that stuff even works, to be honest with you.
Man, so a guy you used to work for, man, it's their league. And I've been a part of it maybe about 3 years now. But we put in, it's usually 10 of us, but this year it's going to be 12. We usually put in about $50. So last year I won it all. And I got like $275. No, it was $300. I got that. And the trophy, which the big trophy, y'all notice usually is sitting behind me, but now I got the helmet. But the small one that's over here, that's the fantasy football trophy I got for first place. So, man, I'm looking forward to, three-peating. I told them call me the Black Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
And then, they threw one at me. They was like, well, he didn't win 3 in a row. So, I said, oh, okay, y'all got me there, but I'm still the Black Tom Brady. I'm going to come home with as many trophies as possible.
So you won twice or you won back to back?
Yeah, I won back to back. So if I win this year, I three-peat.
Good. Oh, well, then we're going to call it. You're going to three-peat then.
Yeah, I want that three-peat. I need that money.
That's what we need right there.
They know my slogan. Ass, gas, or cash. No rides for free.
Yes, we need that, man. We need the three-peat. That's what's up. That is what's up. Come on.
We got to keep the person that wins get to keep the big trophy at the house. So I need that trophy back because it looked good in the background. Y'all can't even see the helmet. Look, unless I slide to the side, y'all can't even see the helmet.
So have you signed up already? Has it started?
Yeah. We start. It's gonna be at Buffalo Wild Wings, man. This Saturday. So the draft is this upcoming Saturday, and so I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Definitely can't wait, man. Y'all, we got a good show on deck for y'all today. Stay tuned. I'm telling y'all, because the stuff we about to talk about, this stuff is wild, man. It's absolutely wild. So, number one on the topic. Have you seen the Megan Thee Stallion that she's charging men? Get this. $10,000 for a photo with her where the man can pose grabbing on her ass.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion. The pose with her, you know what I'm saying, to grab her ass. I don't care if it's Serena Williams. I don't care if it's Halle Berry. You hear me? I don't care if it's Beyonce. I'm talking about prime Beyonce. I ain't going. $10,000? I don't care how much money I got. I don't care if I was a trillionaire. I'm not paying no $10,000 to grab on no Megan the male horse ass. I'm sorry. I ain't doing it. The next one we got is A woman dies of AIDS after her husband failed to reveal that he was HIV positive knowingly. And I'm going to put allegedly behind that. So that's another one. We was talking about this. I didn't even get the photo, but I do got the video. Humanoids, the impact that humanoids can have on dating. Because, Sky, we touched on that a little bit, but I tagged you in a couple videos. I don't know if you've seen the latest video where they real close in China to having a humanoid. Actually, they pretty much already got it.
Is that the one you tagged me where the guy asked the humanoid the question? And he was saying if you let AI take over, it would be dangerous for humans?
That's one of them, but no, I loved you some more. I loved you some more, man. And I'm like, you know, when you look online and you see the battle of the sexes, right? Men and women, you know, it's almost like they made it to where men hate women and women hate men and nobody want to date each other. You know what I'm saying? And then online, you know, having the internet doesn't help.
Nope.
It doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't even want to go out and just do it the old school way where you just go out and mingle and meet people. They don't even want to do that no more. Right. They're more comfortable with meeting somebody way offline. So, you know, the impact of the internet, and then when they do have these humanoids and they become realistic, man. So we're going to talk about that. A park ranger tried to force visitors to give him head or pay him cash. And he said if they didn't do it, he was taking them to jail. Lock me up, god dang it. Because you said, I'd be like, all right, give me the head. And I'd have been like this. You gonna walk out of here a girl today. You know? And then this woman asked this good question. If you took sex out of your relationship, would it survive? We talked about that before. I don't think that a lot of people, their relationships and marriages and stuff ain't as solid as they portray. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, if you take that out, take it out, because the majority of relationships, I guarantee you, was built on it. And here's proof in that. Well, we'll get into that when we talk about it. I really want to dive into that. So that's what we got on the agenda today. Let me go ahead and jump into this Meg Thee Stallion. We're going to jump into that one. I don't really have a video for it, but so what I did is I just, you know, I've been seeing this circulate all over the internet, and I'm just like, ain't no way. So, oh snap! It blanked out on me, so I got to go back. But it's just a little article. I guess we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Sky, is there anybody out there that if they said, you know what, you know, $10,000, say you was a trillionaire, you paying like, is there anybody out there that you'd be like, you know what, I'll go ahead and pay that. To take a picture with me grabbing your ass?
Well, most people know, and everybody don't know that, you know, my favorite celebrity.
If you were single.
Right. Most people would know, and if everybody know, my favorite celebrity since 2000 has always been Jill Scott. I am a huge Jill Scott fan. Ever since she made 50 Most Beautiful People, since she was on People magazine, I've been a fan of hers for 24 years, but there's no way I would pay $10,000 for a hug, a kiss, or to grab her butt. I do not care. That is just frivolous spending to me. That's the same way as these girls spending $1,000 to take a picture with Chris Brown. That is frivolous spending. Even if you have it, that is frivolous spending. So no, there's absolutely no way.
Do you know how much money Chris Brown can make? He ain't his. You know what? His PR ain't giving him game. Let me tell you. You know what I would do? I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna say it. If you gonna pay me $1,000 to take a photo with you, $1,000, Imagine what he can make if he said, you know what, girl, I'll let you take a picture with you grabbing my dick. I'd be like, you know what? Give me 5 bands and I'll let you grab this monkey. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a big woman. Huh?
Some might do it.
They will. They will. These hoes out here screwing for like a kid's meal. I know they'll go ahead and 5,000 for Chris Brown. They out here, they'll take a Happy Meal with the little toy inside the bag.
Well, you know, there was a woman, what's her name? Not Jenny Jameson, but the one before her. She was a porn star. I couldn't think of her name. She did a replica of her vagina. Remember, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. And just sold that.
I don't even know
for thousands of dollars. It wasn't Jenny Jameson. It was the one before her. She was a very popular porn actress, white lady, real skinny, and she did a mold of her vagina and packaged it and sold it for like thousands of dollars, and people were buying it.
Man, if
Chris Brown wanted to go that route, instead of having a bunch of dirty hands touch him personally, get a mold of his penis and put the little plastic, whatever to make it feel real on it once it hardens up and whatever, and sell it that way. Because when I used to work at Amazon, man, they used to have these things called Sex Toys 2000. All the Amazon sells everything, y'all. Sex Toys 2000, and I mean they were full body women, half body women, just the butt and the private part. I mean, whatever you was looking for, Amazon sold it. So I could see Chris Brown doing a replica mold of his private part.
You know, I'm kind of mad at myself. Right? I'm kind of ticked off at myself. Because when I was in my prime and we had our music group and we really was out there doing it, I wish I was smart enough to come out with these ideas. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're a female, man, I let you grab an ass cheek and take a photo for like $200. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to grab that monkey, if you want to grab that pipe, you want to grab them water hose, then you need to go ahead and fork up a good 800. You know what I'm saying? And look, we gonna take a Polaroid. Because you know back then in them days, we ain't really had the digital cameras all like that.
No.
So I would have had a little Polaroid, you know, the little flash one, and then did that. I'm mad. I kick myself every day. Because you know that's some brilliant stuff. You know how brilliant that is to do that? Could you imagine if Michael Jackson would have did that?
Because there's a market for it. And I never thought there was a market for people to do that. I never thought that it was a market for people to sell pictures of their body parts, having people touch them. I mean, I know prostitution been around since the beginning of time, but I'm just saying to break it down into details like that until I started watching it was a documentary about porn stars, and you know about the Woody Awards in Las Vegas, right? That's like their Grammys and stuff where they win awards for porn films and all that old stuff. I didn't know that it was a market for that. So yeah, that is genius because there's a market out there.
Could you imagine going to somebody's house? What's that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they said, man, I had a tooth knocked out because of a penis, and you know, I got the penis tooth knockout of the year award, and you know, man, you see a big broken up half dick sitting on the mantle. What's that? Man, hell no. You get ready to take her out on a date. You know what I'm saying? And she like, I want a 5-star restaurant. You know, and then you go inside the house and there's a big ass dick hanging on the mantle, bent over like this. You know, brass. What's that for? You know, yeah, I screwed about 100 people this year. They gave me this award. What?
It's called the Woody Awards. So y'all can Google and look that up, the Woody Awards, as it's spelled WOODY, the Woody Awards. And that's so yeah, they have ceremonies like the Oscars, everything. And for what I've known, it's always been in Vegas. It's always been. They might have moved it, but it's always been.
That sounds like the place to have something like that.
Yeah, they get dressed up, red carpet, interviews, the whole nine, everything.
Vegas sounds like somewhere you want to have the Woody Awards.
And that's where that lady was talking. I can't think of her name. I'm gonna have to research famous porn stars and it'll come up. But I know it wasn't Jenny James. It was somebody else. And that's what she did. She did. They showed her lay down naked. The man put the little, you know how they put the stuff in your teeth to get the mold in your teeth. He put that around her legs and it hardened, and he put the little fake skin around it, the hay, I mean everything. So you could literally, quote unquote, have sex with her and do whatever you wanted with her private part for the X amount of dollars. And man, they were shipping. It showed them in the factories, in the boxes, getting shipped out and everything, man. I was like, whoa.
They was really sticking their little, man, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way.
But again, I seen some of those at Amazon when I used to work there in the warehouse, in the boxes. It was called, it's the F word, but I'm just saying sex. It was called Sex 2000, but it was called F Me Silly, but I'm just calling it Sex 2000. So yeah, it sure was. You can have the whole body, you can have just the breast, you can have just the bottom part.
Damn, that's deep. You know, and it's there's a market for it. If you're popular, you literally can make money off of that. I mean, you get people that's stalking you, but you gotta be careful. Ladies especially. If somebody get in there and they, man, they had the experience of their life, then they gonna want the real thing. You have to run around, you have to see it. You got to be careful with shit like that. But it's a market for that. It sure is, man. $10,000 though, I don't know if I'm paying $10,000 for anybody. Meg Thee Stallion ain't all that. You can find something better than Meg Thee Stallion for $40. I'm quite sure of it. Ain't paying up $10,000.
I mean, it's just because of the size of her butt. I know some girls in the project.
It may not even be real.
I know some ugly ass girls in the project that have the same size. Huh?
She might not have even paid that much for the ass. So how you gonna go to Brazil, get the ass for $6,499.32, and then come back over here and charge somebody $10,000 to touch the ass? Where we doing that shit at?
So you think she got a butt done that's not natural?
Man, I don't think that thing natural. It may be, but I don't see it. Could you see Megan Thee Stallion really working out like that? Like,
I don't know. All I know is there's some ugly ass girls in the projects where I'm from that have natural asses as big as that. Like you said, you can touch it for $40. Because the way God, let me tell you how God works. If she's pretty in the face, she has no body. This is where I come from. If she's pretty in the face, she's an A cup and she has no ass. If she's the ugliest thing walking, she got big breasts, hips, and ass. I never understood why God played jokes like that for us in the hood. Now in Hollywood, they're perfect teens. But I'm talking about in real life, you go to Edge Hill, especially when I grew up, she had a banging body. We being Kroger's like, man, she had a banging body. I bet she ugly as hell. As soon as she turned around, she was ugly as shit. And then the cute ones, they don't even have to put on makeup. They can just put their hair in ponytails, but they never had a body. So you had to make your choice. Yeah.
Sure no. That's why they buying them now. They got tired of, man, people mistaking them for the broomstick. Oh, I was trying to sweep this part of the floor.
Yeah, so whoever thought about these Brazilian butt lifts was like, take these women who look good, who got the six-pack abs, but just don't have no ass. We're going to help you with that. And so you go pay whatever you say, $6,000 for somebody to put, I don't know if it's silicone, whatever the shit they putting back there. And I'm just thinking, is your self-esteem really that low for you to get a good man? That's if you want a good man. That you want to, I don't know. I can't speak on it. That's crazy.
Man, I can't hell. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. Self-esteem real low. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even a turn on to me. Once you find out it's fake, you like, it's just better to just do it natural. Be in love with your natural self. Speaking of natural, right? I'm gonna play this video and I want to play it behind me. And I want y'all to see this shit. Cause this is scary ass shit. Now I told Sky, I said, Sky. So let me see if I could hit this light so y'all can see it. Do y'all see? Hold on, let me see if I gotta open this screen up. No, it ain't gonna open up no more than that. But there's a whole factory, a whole lab humanoids. Can you even see that with it?
A little bit.
The video is on my page, right? So then the question is, it seemed like within the next, I would say 30 years, that this is going to be a real thing, right?
Right.
So, do y'all think it's going to have an impact? Knowing what we know as far as the state of relationships, the battle of the sexes, do y'all think it's going to have an impact on relationships? Because when you listen to men, it sounds like a lot of men have thrown up the white flag. And same way with women. Women are giving up too.
What are you saying, because of the AI?
Because of that, yeah. Because I think all it takes is for it to become affordable.
So I could say yes and I could say no. I was listening to this video about this white guy. He's a straight white guy. He was talking about marrying another straight white guy. And he was like, we can live together, we can pay the bills together. You straight, I'm straight. We're gonna get married for the married benefits. But you can have your half of the house with all the women you want, and I can have my half of the house with all the women that I want. So everybody wants the good parts of the woman, but they don't want to deal with the negative parts of the woman. So this AI is like, excuse my language, because this is what I was told. Women are supposed to do three things: feed me, fuck me, and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? If these AIs do those three things, then yes, women, you are done for. Unless a man just really wants a child and he needs somebody to reproduce, he'll probably go adopt. But yeah, if they, because I'm looking at your page, so I'm looking at this right now. If they have the actual sensations of a real vagina, if they have the actual sensations of a real vagina and breast and kissing and top, oh yeah, you're done for. Yeah. Men will pay $10,000 for that. They will pay $10,000 for that. She's gonna get up, cook, clean, vacuum, and he can come in the house at 3 a.m. She won't say a word. Actually, he can turn her off. He ain't even got to worry about if she laying in the bed or on the phone with another dude. He said, "Okay, I'll be back. I go to work." You know what I'm saying? Come in the house, turn it back on. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's some scary shit. You know, and people be like, "Nah, I couldn't see myself." Bullshit. Yeah, y'all can, because y'all already got toys now.
Yep.
Y'all already got toys. So what's the difference in they have a humanoid that actually can touch you and that got like, you know, they give them skin that feel real, and you know, these ones like this. Only thing missing from these ones that we looking at is the shape, which they can put on there. They can put a silicone. They already proven that they can, right? So what happened when they put an ass on there that they literally can penetrate, or they put a vagina on there, or vice versa? They get the male, you know, she could be like, program it, get on top of me, and they be like, yes, I'm on the way. And then, you know what I'm saying, they're sitting there doing this thing, you know?
I mean, think of a woman who has one of these things and the penis never goes soft. She can get on top of it and ride it for as long as she can stand it. And then when she's done, clean it up and then get back on top of it again. She ain't got to wait for the man to regenerate himself. she can have sex as much as she wants and don't have to worry about getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like this, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Y'all think there's a lot of virgins out here now? Man, let them come up with some shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let them come up with this. They ain't seen virgins. Let them get them, because I'm going to tell you, I believe that female sex drive is worse than men's.
I do too.
I do. I just think, man, you know, there's females out here that can screw you 4 or 5 times a day, literally. It still won't mo. You know what I'm saying? And so, could you imagine they get something like that? They ain't got to worry about it cheating on them and stuff. Hell, man, we in trouble too. Because you're right, Sky. The only time they will want interaction with a dude is when they want to cheat.
And nowadays on the TikTok rants, birth rates are down by 30% because people can't afford children no more.
Right. Right.
So
and then you got some of these, you got a lot of people that don't want kids.
Yeah. So you better off just getting you a cat or a dog, because yeah.
That's crazy though, man. That's crazy. I was like, man, I watched this video and I'm like, damn, these things literally almost, I mean, you can tell they're robots, but the detail on them, and you know, with anything, just like when Nintendo first came out, the graphics was terrible. But then as time went on, look where we at right now.
Absolutely.
They almost look like the players. I mean, they come a long way.
What you see them, man, oh my God, you can see them sweating and every damn thing,
yeah.
Right? But actually add these variables in too, right? So can you buy one? Would your wife be mad if you bought one, or would she be mad that you're sleeping with it? Because it's not a real human. So is that cheating that you paid $10,000 to sleep with a fake woman?
Well,
if you want a threesome, can you buy one and have a threesome? If you want to swing with another couple, can you buy a male robot, a female robot, and bring them to the house and pretend that they're real couples and sleep with them? See, now you go into morality now. Because if I'm with a woman and we married and she don't want to have sex or she's on a period, what the hell ever, I'm just going to the closet and turn on Elizabeth 3000, do what I got to do. Is it cheating? Is it cheating? Or is she mad that I spent $10,000 on Elizabeth 3000? Like, what part is that?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the question, Sky. Well, what's the difference between having a pocket pussy or having a dildo? Or the fake penis? What's the difference?
Absolutely. And nobody claims it's just cheating, because if your husband has been in jail for 2-3 years, you know he's had a pocket pussy, right? And when he comes home, you'll be like, oh my God, you cheated on me with a pocket. They don't say that. Or if you come home and you see your wife masturbating with a dildo, you don't be like, oh my God, you cheated. So with this, if it's in that same category, then it's not cheating.
Yeah, it ain't got no emotions or feelings or whatnot. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But
absolutely,
man, I can see it may help. Man, I think that thing may help a lot of people's relationships and stuff. Because you're right. Could you imagine you go and buy one that look like Jill Scott? Or,
yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like they have them look like them superstars. Beyonce, Kelly Rowland.
You know they will. They will license that. You know they will. They will license that. And she will get a license.
The artists could get money off of it.
Absolutely.
Can we use your image to
on voice, because they already got AI where they got the voice thing. So could you imagine somebody's wife paying that Chris Brown $10,000, look just like Chris Brown, talk like him, everything? So while you at work, she's literally having sex with a fake Chris Brown. Do you get mad about that? She ain't having sex with the real Chris Brown. She ain't having sex with the neighbor, the landlord. She ain't having sex with the milkman. She's getting a rock star with something y'all financed over 30 years, right? This $10,000 dog.
Man.
Like a Kirby vacuum cleaner, you know what I'm saying?
It looked like they got this stuff already. It looked like, looking at this, right?
Yes.
That they, at 30 years, this is definitely going, I don't even think it's going to take that long.
I don't need
But I think definitely in 30 years, you're going to have these things out.
But the real problem is first of all, there's a market for it, right? So there's a lot of single people in this world, whether heterosexual or homo. You have homosexuals that are single, right? So now you can come out with homosexual dolls. You have, you know what I'm saying? You have people that like feet fetish, so now they can detail how they want the feet to look. I mean, just if you could create your perfect woman as a single man, why go out and date? Now I ain't got to take you to Outback Steakhouse and spend $60. I'm gonna go ahead and finance this dog and shit. What I would spend on you through the life of a marriage, I'll have that paid off.
Right. It's that's some shit, man. These future generations, I feel bad for them. I feel really bad for them.
It's crazy because in my life, because I tell folks I'm a huge introvert. In my life, I've never thought it would get to the point where the world started thinking like Sky Black. Because when I grew up, I was an oddball because you had to interact with people. There was just no way to do it. The first thing in my life that ever made me happy was an ATM. When they started doing ATMs, which means I didn't have to go in the bank and interact with somebody, I could go straight outside and get my money. I'm like, cool, this is what's up. You know, now somebody's starting to be an introvert like me. They don't want to go in there and talk to folks. They just want their money and leave. Now we got to the point where you won't even have to interact with humans anymore. You go to McDonald's, there's no employees. You come home, you ain't got no wife. Your cars are going to drive by themselves. No more human interaction.
Yeah. That's where it looked like we headed too. A lot of people don't even want to come out the house. Look now, you got Amazon. You don't even have to go to the store. Now the store come to you.
Yeah, the store comes to you. So I ain't gonna lie, as a very, very introverted person, I'm very excited about that stuff. But as far as society itself, it's not good for society itself. Because I do believe society needs to interact and everybody needs to talk to each other and love each other and friend each other. Everybody's not extreme introverted like me. Most people are outgoing and can do small talk. So as a society for whole, it's a bad thing. For introverts like me, it's a good thing.
Right. I mean, you know, and they making the world, it seems like they're catering the world to introverts.
Yeah.
The thing about this, you don't even have to go get your food. You can order most of the things. You don't eat groceries. You don't even have to go to the grocery store. You can order online and have them dropped off.
Absolutely.
They've made it to, you know, that's why you can have my 600-pound life, because some people really don't have to go out and do anything. They can pay an Uber or Lyft driver, you know what I'm saying, Uber Eats to get their food. You know, they can go in and Sparkle and get their groceries. You know, Amazon, get anything from Amazon, anything. And I found this out because, you know, I am an Amazon Prime member. Amazon got EBT. They accept. I said, what? Now people ain't really going, they don't really want to work now. They catering everything for people to just be absolutely lazy.
That's it.
And it's shit wild, man.
That is correct. So that goes to show you, if you get into the freight and delivery business, there is money there. There's money there. You know, if you can buy you a truck and become an owner operator, there is money there, because the more people find out that they can sit at home on their butt and not have to go out, you will deliver it to them. Shit, you never run out of work.
we gotta be careful, man, as a country, because, man, they are making it to where it just become very easy to be obese. They're trying to make us as inactive as possible. So it is on us to get out and be active in some way where we don't go from 150 to 550. You see what I'm saying? So they make it where we lazy.
And look, it has to be, because, you know, when you watch TV, it's all about money and ratings, right?
Right.
So back in the day when they did my Not Sweet 16, my daughter's pregnant at 16 or 16 and pregnant. They didn't do it because one girl was pregnant or two girls. That means there are thousands of girls that were 16 and pregnant to do it, or they would have never done the show. That means there had to be enough girls to do this and a market for people to see this to make it to MTV, right? So when you see a 500-pound life, 600-pound life, that should scare you how many people are that size. And then it should scare you that there's a market for folks that want to see people that size. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's crazy, man. It is. So when y'all see stuff on TV, it ain't because one person, they found two people, well, unless it's Bigfoot or something, but the average people, it's enough of them that's in that sector, and then there's a market for it, for television to bring it together.
Speaking of crazy, this next story we about to dive into, y'all. Man, these fools out here losing their mind. So this Houston Park Ranger told the dude, you're going to pay me or get on your knees. It's your choice. I'm not the only, and the dude said, I'm not the only man this has happened to. So let's go ahead, start this story our way from the beginning, and jump into it, see what they talking about. I know I ain't going to no parks in Houston, I know that.
Amen.
God, man, that's terrible. So here we go.
A second man has come forward with shocking claims against a Houston urban park ranger.
That's right. The man says 33-year-old Joey Lamar Ellis demanded he either give him sex or cash to avoid being arrested. Devin Clark joining us now from Cullen Park, where the man says all of this happened to him twice.
The man you're about to hear from says this used to be a place where he could come, run, work out, clear his mind. But now he says it triggers memories of a series of traumatic events that he still finds hard to believe.
This is like traumatizing. Like my life will never be the same ever.
This man who asked not to be identified is the second alleged victim of Houston urban park ranger Joey Lamar Ellis to come forward. His story begins early April in Cullen Park after the man says he was getting ready to leave after a workout when Ellis did the unthinkable.
He ended up stopping me when I was at my car, and he was like, "You trespassing, your car going to be towed. You're not supposed to be out here."
The man says Ellis made him pull his pants down, demanded his license, and threatened to take him to jail unless he did one of two things.
He told me, "Yeah, you could suck this, you know what, or you could pay me."
The man says he reluctantly paid Ellis some $260.
He gave like a holster, like a gun holster.
Out of fear, the man says he did not report the first incident. When he returned to the park a few weeks later, he says he ran into Ellis again.
He was like, "You already know the routine. I told you not to be out here. 1 to 2 days, you know, basically what he told me the first time."
But this time, the man says he was able to get away. But Ellis didn't back down.
So I jumped the curb and I drove off. As I attempted to drive off, he was following my car like on the highway, like speeding. Then he tried to sideswipe me and everything to get me to pull over.
He tells us he eventually lost Ellis. Now, he says he found the strength to file a report with HPD after hearing another man came forward with a similar story earlier this month, leading Ellis to be charged in that case with felony official oppression.
I just left it alone, but then somebody else spoke up, so I just hope that others will speak up.
Man, first and foremost, I ain't paying nobody no damn money. And I ain't sucking no penis either. You arrest me, throw me in jail, lock up the key. You hear me? Ain't no way, man. Matter of fact, me and dude might have started fighting. I probably would have happily went to jail. You know what I'm saying? And he would have had a hard time trying to explain why I was locked up. And they would have asked me, I'd have been like, man, you know, and the dude saying it was a traumatic experience. Well, why the hell would you go back to the same park?
I'm trying to figure out the whole conversation. Is the park ranger a homosexual?
He gotta be. If you
okay.
Man, yeah.
Or he likes men?
Definitely that. If you tell another man, you know, get on your knees and suck my penis. You definitely
and is he the only person is that the only person the ranger has done it to? Is that the only person just
he was the second person that he had done it to.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Another man before that.
I'm just we just know those are the two people who stepped forward. We don't really know how many times he's actually done it, correct?
Right.
So he might be doing it to women too.
I go to jail.
But at the end of the day, if you don't have no video or no recording of it, what can anybody do? Is he say, she say?
Right.
You know, I mean, 2 people have stepped out and said it. Maybe if they get 10 people, 15 people, then like, okay, yeah, it has to be true because you got too many people saying the same story. But 2 people at 2 different times saying that this man has been inappropriate, I don't know. That's kind of hard. I'm not saying they're lying. I'm saying to get him fired, arrested, whatever, I think that you're going to have a little bit more evidence. Because for me, I would have went back and have that tape recorder on it. You hear me? I would have recorded everything that he was saying. I wouldn't have said a word. I'd have recorded everything he was saying. So that way, when it made the news, you would have heard his voice saying that shit that he was saying.
Man, they need to get the moment that you get a report like that and 2 people come, you can't risk it. You got to fire somebody like that, right? Because you don't want them going after children.
Absolutely.
In a park. You know, if you go to jail, man, your future gonna be messed up. I'm sorry, man. You have to go ahead. And he talking about he didn't report it the first time. What? Man, so you just gave him the $260. $260 is a lot of money nowadays with the price of inflation to give to anybody. I'm sorry. I ain't giving you no I ain't giving you $10, Mickey Ficky. Lock me up. Lock me up, man, because I ain't sucking no PP. You ain't getting no money that I worked damn hard for. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even let a female park ranger stronghold me like that. You know, you let a dude? Nah, bro. Nah. I ain't doing it. I ain't going. You know. And I don't know if he gave him the money. He might have took the ladder. These dudes nowadays, man, I don't trust him. He might have told the reporter he gave him the money. And I believe he chose the ladder. Because who jogging and got $260 on? You ain't fooling nobody. Who jogging and got $260 on them, knowing that they going out for a jog?
Absolutely. I don't
Man,
know.
he ain't fooling nobody. Y'all let that slip past y'all. That shit ain't slip past me. You know what I'm saying? That's why he ain't want to show his face. He probably still had nut residue on his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he ain't fooling nobody. You ain't got no damn $260 on your ass. You out jogging? You out jogging? Who out jogging? You know what I'm saying? They got 200. What you gonna have? 260 sweaty dollars on you? You a soggy ass wallet with them soggy ass dollars? You ain't gonna no. You ain't had that damn money on you. You know what I'm saying? You said, well, where can we go? I know what you did. Motherfuckers be lying to the news like we boo-boo the fool. Man, see, I ain't never went exercising and had more than $10 on me. You know why? Because I'm always afraid of doing what?
What is that?
Losing my money, losing my wallet. When you work out, you always afraid of somebody stealing it. You be worried about that, right?
Right.
Who got $260 on them working out, jogging? You could be running and it fall out your pocket. Who got that?
Who would even do that? Why would
Yeah,
you
who would
leave
even
it in the
take
car?
it? Nobody would even want to take the money with them.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, he get that shit over on me. See,
That's why I'm saying it's probably more than meets the eye, but with no video, with no audio, we don't know.
Yeah. See, he would have had to chase me. I'd have start back jogging. See, he went to his car and he said he pulled up. I'd have start back jogging. Let's see how fast you can go. Hell, I'd have been cutting through trees and shit. I'd have been jogging places he can't go. Hell, they called me a lift, come pick me up. Shit, I'll get my car out of tow because you ain't getting this money. You ain't getting this mouth either. God dang it. Shit.
We live in a sick-sad world.
Man, these folks out here nuts, man.
They
Literally.
nuts as hell. Or unless folks is just making this stuff up. I don't know which one is it.
I don't know if you want to make that up on the news, though, because that ain't the story exactly that I'm going to be telling people when I'm on the news that, man, hey, man, this man told me, gave me an ultimatum. Well, sir, what ultimatum did he give you? He said, man, either I give him this cash or he said, get on my knees and he going to suck this pints. I ain't going on the news saying none of that shit. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I would have been on the news to talk to him anyway. I want to talk to the police. What the fuck I want to talk to a news reporter for? Because even though the camera is down at my feet, you could be like, those Damo shoes. I know them shoes anywhere. I don't even want to risk it. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's going to recognize those
Somebody
shoes.
going to recognize and it's in that area. They done seen them slides before. You know what I'm saying? And them socks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, them look like Ray Ray socks. Damn, Ray, that do sound like your boy. You think this deepened it up, huh? You like, you know, your people know. Damn, they did that. His people probably on his ass right now, talking shit about him. You know they laughing at him. Talk about you really had, they probably like, you really had $260 on you? Man, I don't know. I don't know if I could go to the park, man. I think I just run around my damn house. That's too much for me, man. You know, But hey, man, we keep this stuff on going. So,
truth sometimes is stranger than fiction.
So is, man. He's a brave one. I know me. I wouldn't have got on the news. Stories like that, I don't want to get on the news. And I don't care if they hide my face. You know how they usually hide your face in the shadows or whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they even do that, man. I don't want to be on the news because I think, man, that you might see my silhouette. You know what I'm saying? Did you see my silhouette? They say, man, from Nashville, people that know me, they know how I sit. You know what I'm saying? They know me. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, that's Damo. The moment I start talking, my mannerisms gonna give it away. You know what I mean? So I ain't getting on no damn news. I wouldn't tell nothing on the damn news. You know? But I tell you, talk about telling. This man should have went ahead and told this about his wife. But now he ain't got no wife. You know, so
Denise, his wife, passed away. Y'all, hold on to your seats for what I'm about to tell you. Now, you remember this story, right? Rest in peace to Denise Brody. We are in Rockdale County, a part of Metro Atlanta, like Conyers, Covington, Georgia. Now, she passed away from AIDS because her husband never told her that he had it. Okay, her husband is Cleveland Brody. Okay, so I have an update for y'all. Let me show his picture because y'all, police believe there are more victims. This is now 62-year-old Cleveland Brody. Okay, now Denise, his wife, passed away. Now, at first I didn't know what she had because she previously had cancer and she fought that battle and won. When she got sick again, they thought it was cancer, but it wasn't until she was on a ventilator and her daughters got new doctors that they finally ran an HIV test and realized that she had AIDS, that she had for like 5 years, and he never ever told her, okay? And this video that I'm going to show you guys is a bond hearing they had because his lawyers are trying to get him out on bond because he's been locked up since, July of this year in 2023. He's been charged with felony reckless conduct, HIV, from an infected person. Now, he was arrested for not disclosing his status to his wife, but also he had a relationship with a woman after his wife, and she also said the same thing, that he never disclosed his status to her, okay? Now, a third woman also came forward and said he never disclosed his status to me. And these are women that he's had a relationship with here in the year 2023. He has been arrested in jail all this time. His bond was like $3 million. Well, he went to court recently and they were like, hey, his lawyer is asking for a $100,000 bond. You're going to hear from Denise Brody, his wife who passed. You're going to hear from her brother. He's taking the stand, solidifying to us, my sister did not know. My sister did not know that he had HIV. Like, she was never told that, okay? That's what he's saying. Y'all, I promise you, when his lawyer stood up and said why his bond should be reduced, first of all, he says that not only did his wife know, but all the victims knew that he disclosed his status to all these victims. And then when they said, who's going to take care of him when he gets out, if he gets out on bond? Y'all, why is somebody standing beside? Why is there a woman that his lawyer named, y'all? He said, yes, he's in a relationship with such and such. I think her name is Alice. I think he said. She's in a relationship with Alice, right? He's in a relationship with Alice, okay? So Alice has to know what's going on because if they're going to let him out on bond at your home, you got to know what's happening. He's probably telling her, well, baby, I told them, and I don't know why they're all doing this to me. Look, pray for her, y'all. We're not going to judge whoever Alice is, but pray for her that this video finds her. Now, this is like the third update I've done on this story, but I do want to let y'all know because even the police say they believe there are more victims, and I believe it because when I had this story posted on my Facebook page, somebody in the comments said that he was a whole hoe out in these Atlanta streets at his job, that he was messing with women right and left, and these women knew he was married. So listen up. Look at this picture right here of Mr. Cleveland Brody. Okay, let me show the other picture again. If you have had sex with this man at all, be it protected or unprotected, you need to go get checked. So if you live in the Atlanta area, he lives in Rockdale County. If you came to visit the ATL and had a little bit of fun with him, baby, you need to get checked. And if he did not disclose to you his status, you need to go to the Rockdale Police Department and let them know so that they can put them charges on his behind. Now, the judge did, you're going to see in the video, I cut the video, y'all. It was so long, but let me tell you before I show it. The judge did not give him the $100,000 bond that the lawyer wanted to give. The judge gave him a $1.5 million bond, $500,000 for each charge, because there are 3 charges of reckless conduct from an HIV-infected person, okay? If he is able to post bond, he has to have an ankle monitor on, and he also has to be under house arrest from the hours of 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I think his brother and his mother were in the court, and they might be able to get the money up. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts on this story, okay? What's so sad is he might not get that much time because of the laws here in Georgia. He might not be able to give the max 5 years per charge, which since he's 62 and prison doesn't age you well, maybe he will. I'm not gonna speak that. Anyway, if this story finds you, Alice, with him, the woman who's in a relationship with him currently, honey, he lied to you. Okay, those women did not know that he had HIV. Okay, so again, here's the video, you guys. Thank you. Knowing we have an HIV is transmitted just for 3
So I don't want to go into extending that and watching the full, court proceedings. But
so the lady that was talking, is she a reporter or something? Because she sounded mad as hell.
No, she was just something, just nosy. Came across the story she took interest in, and then just started researching it and following. You know how women that got time to do that. But I just say this: y'all better protect yourselves, man. Y'all in these streets, y'all better protect yourselves. Because the first time could be the last time.
I can't think about that. The first time can be the last time. Good Lord. Who thought about that? Okay. Well, other than the reporter here, she sounded like she was pissed off that she slept with him and got HIV or AIDS, the way she was sounding. But it's just a cesspool, right? So the man has HIV. He's caught it from somebody, gave it to his wife, still kept cheating on his wife with other women, giving it to other women. Some of the other women knew that he was married, but didn't care. This is why these AI dolls are being built, Damo, because now you ain't got to sleep with a married man. You can go pay $10,000 for Juvenile 3000 and sleep with him all damn day. And you ain't got to go sleep with a married man. It's just becoming such a cesspool. It's not illegal to cheat. It's not illegal to sleep with a married man. It's just becoming to the point where this is why they're doing Project 25. This is why the right wing, the extreme right wing, right? Project 25, Christian values, to get rid of shit like this. Because Christian values say 1 man, 1 woman, married to the day you die. Do not be out here sleeping around cheating. You ain't got to worry about nobody spreading unnecessary diseases like this. This is America is just becoming a freedom democracy of complete immoral cesspool, and people are just tired of it. Right. And me, I don't judge folks. You can cheat on your wife, sleep with everybody you want to. I'm just saying, as far as society, now you're seeing why people are moving more that way because of stuff like this. Yep. This means you are obligated to tell people that, if you have to register as a sex offender, you should have to register as somebody who has the disease of the virus, in my opinion, right? You should have to register so people will know who you are and what you have. But to go around giving it to people, that's murder. I'm surprised he's not being charged with capital murder.
I think that's what that is, murder.
It is. In some states, that's murder. I know in Tennessee, you can't get locked up. And not even just for AIDS, just for having certain diseases that you're spreading around and not telling folks. If they die of murder, you could be charged for murder. You can do that here. The CDC here does not play that. Now, they in Georgia, so I don't know the laws there. But you can get locked up for that stuff here. Going around killing folks through sex, and you ain't telling nobody.
Right. Right. I just don't understand why it's so hard to just fucking put on a condom. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't know why that's so damn complicated. People make that like it's the hardest thing to do in the world. You know? I don't get it. I would never buy stocks in condoms, and I don't even know how condoms are even still in business. When you go to the store, anybody's listening. When y'all go to Kroger's, Walmart, go in the condom section and look at the back and see the expiration date. I bet some of them condoms been sitting there for about 6 months. Yeah, that ain't a product that they change out often, is it? Right. Who's using them? You know what I'm saying? Who is using them? Ain't a product being used often where they got to restock. How often you think they restocking that? Right. the KY jelly and the lube is probably being sold more than I'm quite sure it is. I bet you KY, Vaseline, baby oil, all that crazy. Probably even mayonnaise. Oh my Lord, that was just terrible. And that's what I'm talking about, a cesspool. That's just terrible. Hey, you're both for the Titans. What's his name? Levis? What's his name? Will Levis. Did you see what he does? He put mayonnaise in his coffee. Did you see that? Oh, that's some nasty shit right there. Yes. There's a video. Yeah, I'm online. It's on YouTube now. And just type it in. He's sitting there with a cup of coffee. And he put mayonnaise. He stirs it up and he drinks it. And because of that, Hellman's gave this man an endorsement commercial. So the first video is showing him actually putting mayonnaise in the coffee, drinking it, right? And then the next YouTube video shows his commercial with the mayonnaise company. Oh my God. Oh, the thought of that make me ill, man. That's some of the nastiest shit I ever heard in my life. Yeah, that man put some mayonnaise in his coffee. If y'all don't believe me, it's on YouTube now. Go see it. That's some nasty ass shit right there, damn it. That's nasty. I've heard some nasty shit. That is nasty as hell. Thank you. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. I don't even drink coffee, but still, ain't no way in hell. Mayonnaise. Out of all the condiments, mayonnaise. Absolutely. And again, when we get off the show, just Google it. I mean, you ain't got to Google it. You go on YouTube and put in. What's his first name? I know his last name is Levis, right? Will Levis. Yeah, Will Levis. Yeah. Just type in Will Levis on YouTube and it'll come up. And you'll see him in a suit, like a light blue suit. He's sitting at a table. He pours the mayonnaise in there. He takes I don't know if it's like a knife or a fork, and he stirs it up and he drinks it. And then the next video, he has a Hellman's mayonnaise commercial. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, seriously? Oh, that's nasty. I don't even want nobody even coming up and telling me, well, don't knock it till you try it. You ain't got to worry because I ain't going to try that shit. I'm knocking it all day. I'm knocking it all day. Hell yeah. You ain't gotta worry. I ain't look, don't knock it till you try it, but you ain't gotta worry, because guess what? I ain't trying that shit. I ain't trying that. That will mess your for most people, it will mess their stomach up something terrible. Probably mess his up. He probably be doodling through his uniform. Probably. Somebody but the Titans fans don't care. Look, as long as he go out there and throw 4 touchdowns and win some games, they don't care. Yeah. That's just that's some old Southern sick type shit. I can't even blame that. People in like the backwoods of Kentucky would do. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, or Alabama. Alabama, yeah, we're gonna put some. We're gonna put some. We're gonna mayonnaise in our coffee. We're gonna put some sauce in the coffee. Some sauce. Yeah. Put that sauce white. Stir it up. Yeah. Chunks. Man, that's nasty. Well, it don't shock me, man. The hell, motherfuckers eat chitlins. And I did as a child, but as a child, I didn't know what they were. I ate chitlins and peaches as a child. But when we come of age, people
Yeah, when I
don't
get of
just
age,
feel-
no.
after we
No,
come of age,
no,
we like,
no.
that's the doo-doo.
No, buddy. Mm-mm.
You know?
I don't even like the smell of it no more. Like you can't cook fish, pig feet, chitlins. I can't be in your house. That stuff. I remember growing up, them people had the fish fries, the ones that were selling the fish plates, and I mean that stuff was strong, and the smoke would kill you, and I mean it was just terrible. And here's the crazy part about the folks, right? They want to do the fish fry on the hottest day of the year. They wait till like 98 degrees to want to cook fish. Now back in the day when I grew up, we didn't have like central air heating. We had the ACs in the window. So that means that didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else had that one AC in the living room, hopefully to cool the whole damn house. But then you have to lift the windows up because you cooking this fish, smoke everywhere, stink everywhere.
That's a smell that you cannot get like it lingers. And
Yes.
I hate chitlin smell was bad. But nothing is worse than fish. Because I smelled a lot of y'all females like that smell like fish. I done walk past some of y'all bathrooms and I'd be like, man, this shit smell like fish. You know what I'm saying? I'd be ready to go in there with a fishing rod. You know what I'm saying? That's how strong some of y'all smell like fish. I want to carry around my fishing rod because any moment I can go fishing. Oops, oh, that's you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's a horrible smell.
It used to be like an old myth that if a woman ate fish, it would run right through her.
Nah, some of y'all ain't eating it. Some of y'all is the fish.
Okay, is the fish. That it would run right through her, and that's why she would have that fish smell. So women that ate fish would take a shower once they got through eating it.
That is he's right. That's why I grew up, and even in my household, we don't cook fish. We have never fried it, and we never gonna fry it. I take the breaded fish. Screw that. I don't want nothing from the damn water. You do all the processing, and then I'll buy it. I ain't fishing those goddamn Cumberland River fish. Y'all can have that shit.
I wouldn't eat nothing out that damn river. I'm telling you. Them fish look like the ones on The Simpsons. Montgomery C. Burns had the fish back there had the 3 eyes. That's how those fish look. Don't ever eat nothing out that damn place.
You see that? Damn. You can put your hand in there and have it at the top of the damn thing and can't see your hand.
Yeah.
How dirty that water is, man.
It's disgusting. Disgusting. But yeah, but I mean, there's people who still eat chitlins. Some of them old folks still go get the little bucket, take it out, clean it, and hopefully, because nowadays they really clean them before they put them in the buckets and you get to them. But you still should clean them again. But back in the day when I was growing up, everybody wasn't cleaning that shit. That's why your grandmama or great grandmama was in that kitchen pulling that stuff out, washing it as best as they could.
And they was doing it all damn day.
All day long. That's crazy, man. Yeah.
Well, this woman, man, she asked a good question, man. So we're going to dive into this. And I think this is like a question that people need to ask when they get into a relationship. This is a question they need to ask themselves. Hold on, let's go.
From a relationship.
We had to unmute her.
And you will quickly discover a lot of people have nothing to offer. Nothing.
Let me play that back again.
Remove sex from a relationship, and you will quickly discover a lot of people have nothing to offer. Nothing.
So let's talk about that. Do you believe that we already see the divorce rate, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Do you believe that people would even be in relationships if there was no sex involved?
I agree with her 100%, but just let me add one more variable too. If you took away the money, I think sex and money is the top two. 1A, 1B, however you want to do it. The LeBron James, Michael Jordan debate. You take out the money, there's no relationship. You take out the sex, there's no relationship.
I'm glad that you did that.
I can agree with her 100%, but so all I know is for me personally, after raising 3 kids, my sex drive just went straight down. I'm like, I don't even want to handshake a woman because she might end up getting pregnant just from a handshake. So I know for me, I can go a while without sex. I can go a while without it. So if I meet a woman who can do that, then that lets me know she can bring more to the table than just sex or just money. We can have good conversations. We can have goals. We can do other things. But if y'all having sex like rabbits at the beginning while y'all dating, then that might tell you something. If y'all have high sex drives at the beginning, then that she might be right, because after so long, somebody's gonna get bored with the other one, or somebody's ain't gonna be able to perform like they used to. Somebody's gonna get old. Somebody's gonna be at a point where maybe they're physically not able to do it. Then what do you do?
I was going to talk about that, because I feel like if sex is the foundation of the relationship, right? It's one of the main key components of your relationship. Then what happens when one of the parties is physically unable to keep up the performance? Then what?
Right. Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people don't ask themselves that. I think that, and I wonder, and I think this is the question that people need to ask themselves: how long can you date a person? And I agree with this guy. The women need to not take the man's money. Don't expect him to spend money on you, right? Because what sex is to us is like money to y'all.
Right.
So I think you need to take the money out and not ask him to do anything. And I think in return, that you need to find out if this is a dude that really that's gonna be with you and say, you know what, let's just go ahead and strive toward marriage and do that. But I think a lot of dudes, the reason why a lot of dudes wouldn't do it is because a lot of these chicks has already had multiple partners, and they like, well, why make me wait? And
Right.
that's the dilemma.
And there you go. So in America, because there's too many variables on how people do things around the world. So just in America, if you date, usually as a woman, if you go 6 months without giving him any and he stays, maybe that's a good sign. As a man, you go 6 months with being with a woman and she ain't asked you for nothing. Because sometimes when women don't ask you for stuff, that makes us want to give them to them more. You know what I'm saying? So if you can go 6 months and that goes, then maybe. But if you spending money on her within 2-3 months and y'all having sex within 2-3 months, then your relationship is built on sex and money, or sex and finance. And when both of them two dry up, because we humans, we will go through a spell where both or one of the two will dry up, then you got to wonder if your person is going to stay. So basically, the woman is saying, what other values can you bring to the table besides sex and money?
And you know what, Sky? Here's the other part. I think women don't need to confuse this part either. Even if you told a dude, man, you wanted to wait, right? Right. I want to wait till marriage. Man, a dude let me tell y'all how we work. We'll tell you okay and turn around and have you thinking that we waiting and be over in somebody else's bed. And that's the saying goes. Then a hoe with a sandwich gonna attract attention, ain't it? What's that saying you say, Scott?
I tell women, never let your man leave the house horny or hungry, because there's always a hoe out there with a sandwich.
A hoe out there with a sandwich.
A hoe out there with a sandwich. Never let him leave hungry or horny. And even if you do that, if he's just a hungry motherfucker and he's a sex mother, he's gonna cheat any damn way.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to tell folks about you. If you don't trust whoever you're talking to, then just walk away, because you can't stop nobody from cheating. You just can't. I don't care if you show them all the attention in the world, they're gonna cheat. If you don't show them no attention, they're gonna cheat. If somebody wants to cheat, they're gonna cheat. If they want to do the R. Kelly, Mr. Big, they want you for the money, they want him for the body, because we can't read people's minds. I'm so sorry. So at the end of the day, that's why I always advocate for prenups, wills,
Let me tell y'all.
Secret bank account that somebody don't know about. Have a secret life that somebody don't know about. Because when the shit hits the fan, you ain't sitting there assed out.
Let me tell y'all. Somebody was asking this, and this is a conversation we'll probably have one of these days too. Y'all can keep the trust. That whole trust thing, man, let me tell you, there's not anybody I've ever trusted, especially a female. Because here's the question. Somebody was asking me, my whole theory on trust and loyalty. Because I have the same. I'd rather have your loyalty. You can keep your trust.
Absolutely.
Trust, the definition of trust is blind faith, right? And I'm not having no blind faith in anybody. Let me give y'all an example. If somebody was saying, you don't trust your old lady? No. Well, what do you mean? Well, let me ask you a question. Would you allow your old lady to go to a hotel butt naked at a party? Well, of course not. You don't have no trust. Because, man, for you to have trust, meaning that it don't matter what scenario they're in, you have the ultimate faith that they're going to do what? The right thing.
Absolutely.
So it don't matter what scenario they're in. If you trust them, you have blind faith that they're going to do the right thing under any circumstances. So if they was to come to you and was like, I'm going to a hotel party and it's all women. Or, you know what I'm saying, your old lady saying, well, you know what, me and some of my work fellas, we gonna go to the bar and then we gonna go to the hotel and party. One of them rented a room. Can I go? You ain't gonna be like, no, you ain't gonna be like comfortable with that. I don't trust a goddamn body. Hell no. I don't trust your ass. Tell me you gotta act on it though. That's
absolutely. I had a pastor once tell me that it didn't say anywhere in the Bible to trust your wife.
Or husband.
Yeah.
Or husband.
You know, you're supposed to always put your trust in the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
There
so I'm more looking for loyalty and love than maybe trust.
Because I'm
telling y'all, man, regardless whether I'm dating, single or not, I always have a plan B. Always have a plan B.
I don't have no plan B.
They'll love you today and hate you 10 years from today. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They don't plan for the future. They just don't. And don't let no one
when you say plan, what do you mean by plan? You mean like as far as like the prenup and the paperwork and all that stuff to protect you financially?
Even if you don't believe in things like that, let's just say I never knew. I never was taught about any of that other stuff, right?
Right.
I'm just still the type of person that has to have a plan B. That's just my whole life.
That's smart though. That's a good plan B.
Yeah, what if something, because it's a possibility, right? It's like having a birth control, right? You can have the birth control wherever in your arm, in your neck. You know, it's supposed to be 99.9% effective. But what if you're that 0.01? What if you're that one that got past the 99%? That's what I'm saying. It's always a chance something will go wrong. So
you're absolutely right because
what's up,
for
Faith?
the most part, it goes in the other way. Like most marriages and relationships, they don't last on the positive end. They're actually more likely not to work. So that's a smart plan B that you got.
Always. And for the woman too, always have because remember you played a video where that woman was like, you know, she divorced her husband, but she had like $22,000 or however months rent saved up that he couldn't touch. That was, I guess, inside of the prenup or whatever. That was smart. So your husband out cheating, y'all getting divorced. You ain't out here trying to figure out how you gonna pay your bills, how you gonna move, how you gonna do that. Never put 100% of your life in somebody's hands. Right. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
And Faith, you know what? I think that respect and loyalty go hand in hand. Because who is loyal to a person that they don't respect?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they actually go hand in hand. I'd rather have, that being said though, I'm telling you, I'd rather have a person's loyalty, they can keep their trust. I don't trust, especially, man, you talk about the opposite sex, you ain't supposed to trust them. Trust is what get people's heart broken because they put blind faith in people who are flawed. The only person you're supposed to have any blind faith in is God. In God we trust. Because you have faith that what he says he's going to do, what he said he's going to do. You ain't supposed to have faith that a person going to do that. Not if they're flawed.
Right. That is absolutely true. And so I don't care whether you put money to the side to take care of a vehicle, put money to the side to take care of something breaks in your home. That's why I'm always talking about just a plan B. You have to make sure, because something's going to happen. You can get a crack in your windshield. I mean, I'm always thinking what ifs, not wanting. What is the saying? Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. That's me. I hope for the best, but I prepare for the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just sitting out here blind because we live in reality. Right. So when you do your vows, when you get married, all that stuff, because we are indoctrinated to these women are Disney and Nickelodeon girls. That's what they are. And all they see is they're in a castle and they let their hair down and here comes the knight on the horse and he climbs and saves her and they live happily ever after. Or the Shrek. Too many Shrek women out there. BS. That's BS. He just told you almost 80% of the people divorce in 5 to 6 years. Small businesses don't make it. 80% of them don't make it 5 to 6 years. So this is what I'm saying. Get out of that happily ever after and live in reality. In reality, yeah, you love me today, but tomorrow, will you respect me? Will you be loyal? Will you still love me?
Man, you know what, Sky? I was just saying this. I was just telling somebody this, right? Love is just supposed to be an ingredient. It's an important ingredient of, you know what I'm saying, a marriage or relationship.
Right.
But the reason why people's relationships and marriages fail is because it's too far up there. It's too far up there. The first thing that has to be is understanding that this is a business.
Amen.
It is a business. If you don't understand that's the highest part of all of it, you have no business being in no relationships or in no marriages. That is the business part of it. If you don't understand the business part, then you should just be single and just have people you can,
And I never understood that, Damo. So we go back to, because I always say what the old folks used to say. What did the old folks always say? Mind your business, right? That's none of your business. Right. They always say, mind your business. It's none of your business. Stay out of that business, or you had no business doing. And I never knew why they kept using the word business until I got grown and started realizing that America and marriage is just a business. This is why they keep using that word. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you was absolutely correct again. And you know why they don't know it's a business? Because they're Nickelodeon and Disney girls, and we are at fault because, of course, all fathers, we set our children in front of TV, and we have them watching the Nickelodeons and the Disneys and the Cartoon Networks, fucking purple dinosaurs talking and all this old stuff. So that's what I'm saying. So some women do grow out of that, but some do not. So when you're dating, and to all the women out there that want to date Sky Black, listen, when you're dating, I tell you up front who I am, how selfish I am, that this is a business, that my businesses come first before my personal life. Because when the bills come every month, every time I pay my mortgage or my phone bill, they never say, well, did such and such love you today? Are you in a relationship today? Are you married today? Did you get divorced today? What bill company asked you that? They don't ask you that at all. Do you have the money to pay your cell phone bill, your mortgage, or your car payment? They can care less about your personal life. They can care less you got divorced. They can care if your children don't talk to you. None of that stuff. So in my life, while I'm on this earth, business come first. I'm sorry about your feelings and what your girlfriends do in their relationships. Well, this is how Susie and Jonathan act when they together. I don't give a shit. This is me. Susie and Johnny, they can be the 9-to-5 folks. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, left brain at heart, and I'm going to always live my life this way. And so with me, marriages, relationships, to me is a business first, love, loyalty, respect second.
You're right, Faith. You're right. If marriage is a business, should it come first too? It should come first. It should. You're right.
the business part of marriage is going to come first, in my opinion. So if there's always an art and a science to everything, right? So whatever we do, right? So let's say me and you, we do this. Me and you, we're gonna take care of business first. And what we're doing here is the art part of it. You know, we've taken care of the business and stuff behind the scenes. What people are seeing now is just the product of it. So when you do the business license, when you do the ceremony, when you get married and all that old stuff, that's just the ceremony. If you believe that marriage is a business, and when y'all about to get married or y'all are engaged, that's when you need to sit down and start doing the trust and the prenups and the wills and the LLCs and all of this stuff. And then by the time you get to the ceremony, that's the part to me that comes second. So trust me, she's right, it is. And if you take care of the business first, then the rest second.
Yep.
And that's just all my opinion. Because that's just how I was just raised like that. You know, I could go years without sex. I could go years without a woman. I could go years without any of that stuff because I was taught how to survive. I wasn't taught how to just the normal 9 to 5 people. I was just taught how to survive. Let's put it that way.
And most people can go long periods without sex because it was long periods before we had sex. You know, we lived a good portion of life before we even understood what it was. It's the same way where people can live without cell phones. You know, it was so many decades of people driving where there was no such thing. So yeah, it's possible. People think it's not possible. Yeah, Absolutely. It's possible.
It's everything's like going to the gym. It's a mind thing. Once I get there, I don't want to leave. Planet Fitness is just great. You know what I'm saying? But it's the having to get up, get in the car, start the car, and go there. So people who have home gyms, I kind of envy you because one day I would love to have a home gym. Everybody can just go downstairs and do it. But it's everything is a mind thing. So when you're dating or if you're talking to people to do business, make sure that y'all are on the same wavelength up here. Because I know you, Damo, you're not going to do business with somebody who's on a whole opposite stream of what you think. You're like, well, hell, me, you know, we don't even think alike. Why would I put my money into a business with you? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even befriend people who don't have the same ideas and the direction we're going down the line.
Right.
Because they can become a distraction.
Absolutely.
I believe just like God put people in your way to guide you, I think the devil put people in your way to distract you.
And that's
absolute truth. There are some people I won't even allow in my space if I don't feel like me and them can coordinate in a way that's beneficial for both of us.
Right. Absolutely. So and that's what I just don't get about people. Now this generation is probably going to have a lot of problems because they can't afford to live on their own. I always think people, and it's just my opinion, when you leave your parents' house, if you're able, live by yourself for a little bit. Get to know you. Date yourself. Find out what you like to do, what you love to do, all this stuff. So that way, when you come to the table, you know who you are, and you're going to attract those type of people. But some people don't do that. They go from living with their parents to living with their girlfriends, to living with their fiancés, to living with their wife. They've never lived by themselves. So they don't think like me. So they're not going to talk about wills and trust and prenups and savings accounts and setting up college funds for kids. Why would they? They ain't never had a chance to think about something like that.
Well, not only that, Sky, but a lot of them. But not only that, Sky, but a lot of them go from being dependent on parents to being dependent on somebody else.
Absolutely.
So they leave. A lot of them be in relationships when they leave the house, and then they not surviving on their own. They got a boyfriend, girlfriend to assist or help them. So a lot of them go from being coddled by the parents to being coddled by a significant other. So you're right. They don't have that space. To get to what Faith is talking about, I think by great majority, Faith, that most of it is business. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. When a dude and a female get together and they go through the whole journey of the dating, courting, relationship, marriage, when you get to the marriage part, there's an understanding, right? That the dude is supposed to, by great majority, provide. In return, the female also provide. Now, they don't provide the same things in the relationship, right? So, for example, The guy may be the one that provide, man, when something's broke and need fixed. You know, when that battery in the smoke detector need changing out. When the trash needed to be taken out to the curb. You know, when a male come to the house, he's there to address that male or any threat. That's what he provides. The woman, she may provide nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Love to the house. She take that house and make it a home. You know, providing him with physical, gratification, stuff like that. So they both are contributing to the business, but it's, different things, but it's all business. I always liken it to this. If it's like the reason why you get together is based on business. We forget why we originally got married in the first place. When fathers used to marry off their sons and other fathers married off their daughters to one another, it was all about combining resources, right?
That's right.
That really hasn't changed, because when you get married, your mate's credit is your credit. Their debt is your debt. You know what I'm saying? So if you're making, for example, you're making $70,000, he's making $90,000. It's not, well, I'll make $70,000. He makes $90,000. Now it's we make $160,000. You see what I'm saying? Because you're taking two businesses and you're taking resources and you're combining. And this is the part of where Sky's talking about that when you get with somebody, you need to have, especially if you have things of value that you're walking into the marriage with, you need to have paperwork protecting it. Because, man, what you don't want to do, especially a man, you don't want to get with a woman and then you already have a couple houses, businesses, and whatnot. She's in school. She maybe not got off her feet. Maybe she had a kid, kind of put her behind the 8 ball. So now she's in school. She got her kid situation figured out. But you just have a little bit more than she got right now. Where you want to protect yourself, because what you don't want to have happen is 5 years from now, I'm not happy. I want a divorce, right? And then you splitting everything in half. So really, it really is a business. Even if you don't get married with the government, you still want to have some kind of paperwork that just, that says whose belongings is what, whose resources is whom. What did I have before we got together, and then what did we build together?
And Damo, why is that? Because I don't know about other states, but in the state of Tennessee, if you have been living with a significant other for 7 years, is what we call back in the day common law marriage, right?
Yeah,
which
a lot
means
of states got that.
Right, which means that y'all might not be married, but this girl has been living with you, helping you pay the bills. So now she has equity in the house. She's helped you pay the car note. She has equity in that car. She's held you down while you was either in a business or doing a business. So she might not have put money in. She might not have helped clean. She might not have helped started it, but she was your safety net. So she has equity, which is probably a bigger thing more than just actual cash. We can talk about equity another time. So that's why when you want to put her out just as your girlfriend, after 7+ years, she can get a lawyer and still come back and divorce you as if y'all have been married, because she is by law here able to get her equity out of all the stuff that she's done. So that's why, even if you don't get married, print up a piece of paper saying all that stuff Damo just said, she signed it, you sign it, and go get a notary. Because if you don't do that,
and this is why I always suggest that if you dating, have your own. She have her place, you have your place. You avoid all that. Don't ever move in. I just don't ever. Unless you plan on your planning, not talking about. You're literally planning to get married, don't move in. I am totally against that. I think it is stupid when dudes, I hate to use that word, but when dudes do that, rather they move a woman in with them or they move in with a woman, if they ain't gonna marry her, I think that is the stupidest thing you can do.
But why do they do it, Damo?
I think because most people can't make it on their own.
Amen. So we move.
I think that's what it is. It's financial.
Yeah. So they not thinking about long term. They thinking about month to month. So she moves in with me. That means the bills go from all mine to have, or vice versa. If I move in with her, okay, you thinking month to month. Now month to month to move to 10 years. Y'all still ain't married. He wants to move on. She wants to move on. None of y'all know any of this stuff, but somebody puts a bug in your ear, because that's usually how it works. Somebody smarter than you puts a bug in your ear, like, you know, you can get an attorney and do this, this, and this, and then all of a sudden that's when the shit happens. Because most times, those 9 to 5ers ain't thinking like that. They'll just walk away. But it's always somebody smarter than you that's like, hold on, before you walk away, y'all been here for 10 years. You've been living there for 10 years. You cut the grass, which is sweat equity. You put a roof on the house, that's equity. You worked on her car, that's equity. You deserve to get something out of that before you leave. And usually in this state, they will. So, and if you don't, and listen, and if you don't believe what I'm saying, Steve Jobs, before he died, and a lot of other ones, you know how much money Steve Jobs was making a year at Apple? $1. Look it up if you think I'm lying. He was getting a salary of $1. Why? Because the 99% of his money was in equity and stocks. That's where his money was. So every year, Apple would write Steve Jobs a check for $1, and that was it. So what's the taxes on $1, right? I think Warren Buffett might be doing the same thing too. But think about what's the taxes on $1. So the governor's gotten their taxes because he got paid the $1. But you can't tax equity and stock until he pulls it out. So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all need to learn this stuff, like he said, before you move somebody in. And then guys, if you move a girl in who has a child that's not even yours, y'all been together 10 years and you trying to walk away, the judge is gonna be like, hey, this woman and this child is used to a certain lifestyle. You can't just put her out. But it's not my child, we're not married. No. Y'all been living together for 10 years. That's common law. Basically, you have raised this child. So you're going to pay X amount of this for just not a small amount. It ain't like she has to get remarried or nothing. Because we're not gonna let you just throw this child out of your house, because this is a lifestyle that her and the child has used to be having. Y'all need to know that too, depending on what state you in.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Man, so I know we're going to get ready to close this out, but Sky, why don't you plug back in? What do you got going on this evening? So, you know, man, everybody can come check you out later on.
Yes, y'all. So tonight, Off Top Radio show. The D-Bling radio show is going to be tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The replay will be from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on offtopradio.com. That is offtopradio.com. You can stream some of the music now on offtoprecords.net. That is offtoprecords.net. Y'all don't forget to submit your videos and stuff to Damo so he can do the interview for you August the 31st. Well, give a shout out to RWF. So this Saturday coming up, August the 24th, RWF in Gallatin, Tennessee, that wrestling promotion. If you're in the Gallatin area, go there, to Renegade Wrestling Federation. Then I will be August 31st in Corrigan, Arkansas, down there at ICW.
That is cool, man. Faith, man, thank you always for interacting with us, man. We love to see you come around. Everybody else that's been watching, this probably, I got a lot of more eyeballs today, on here than I've had before. So I'm grateful for that. So for you guys that's watching, I appreciate you. If y'all can, again, if y'all can share this live, share the live, hit the @ symbol and highlight. If you're on Facebook, it will go to everybody in your network, and that will help us out a great deal.
Okay, so when I go to share this, hit share and then hit @highlight and then hit share and then send it.
Yep.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh, congratulations too! I wanted to let y'all know, man. Sky, you over doubled the views that you had. Last week. So the show is really, really growing. So man, we thank all you guys for your participation.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for watching, sharing, and liking. Every Tuesday, man. Tuesday should be a day. Even if you're at work, even if you just listen for 30, 40 minutes, man, just something to entertain your Tuesday. Because Wednesdays is hump days and all that old stuff. So let's let Tuesday be the caveman day. Tuesday should be Caveman Day, where the men get together and you get to vent about what's going on from the weekend before, the weekend coming up, just whatever's on your mind. You see the number at the bottom of the screen. You know how to reach me at sky.black@gmail.com. You know how to reach Damo. Yeah, Caveman.
Man, we appreciate y'all, man. Peace and blessings. I wanted to tell y'all the only thing guaranteed in life is death. So don't worry about the small things. Only worry about the things you can control. Peace, blessings, man. We love y'all. And until next time, we are out.
Out.